see her rolling up, Uber black Cadillac, high heel boots and a sexy body.
Toprak Razgatlioglu has finally officially stepped foot in the world of MotoGP. And what's surprising isn't just his performance, it's also his symbolic choice. At 29 years old, the man nicknamed the Stopper King chose the number 7 instead of his usual 54. According to Toprak, the number symbolizes a new beginning, a new era, and a new chapter in his career. A move that immediately caught the attention of the paddock. His MotoGP debut wasn't smooth from the start. Toprak had to adapt to the immense power of the V4 engine, the nature of MotoGP electronics, and of course, the notoriously sensitive Michelin front tire. But it was here that the surprise came. Instead of appearing confused, Toprak showed very quick adaptation, especially in the braking area, an area that has become his trademark in World SBK. Pramac technicians even said that Toprak's braking with the Michelin front tire looked natural, as if he had been using it for years. The combination of final braking, stability, and control of the bike through corners captivated many. Furthermore, his working relationship with his new crew chief clicked from day one. Warm communication, mutual trust, and the ability to read each other's needs led Pramac to describe Toprak as a rider who was not only fast, but also mature and easy to direct. Although he hasn't yet shown his peak performance, Pramac considers this debut to be a great foundation for the future. His quick adaptation shows that Toprak is not just a rider trying to move to MotoGP, but a long-term project with the potential to surprise the world. And here's the full news. Toprak Razgatlioglu's debut finally happened, and the results were far more surprising than many in the MotoGP paddock had anticipated. At 29 years old, the former World SBK World Champion arrived not as an ordinary rookie, but as a big name with a unique reputation, absurd braking, a steely mentality, and an aggressive style that many called alien material. But even before he hit the track, Toprak's first decision drew attention. He abandoned his iconic number 54 and opted for number 7, a number he said symbolized a fresh start, a new chapter, and a new journey in his racing career. Many expected his debut to be fraught with difficulties, and indeed at the start of the session, Toprak was seen still searching for grip, understanding the acceleration of the Ducati's V4 engine, and adapting his riding style to the notoriously sensitive Michelin front tire. MotoGP isn't World SBK. In MotoGP, everything is more precise, more complex and more brutal. However, what happened over the next few runs left the Pramac racing crew speechless. Toprak began to display an adaptation that was unnatural for a rookie. The braking system, which had always been his main weapon, was immediately in the spotlight. He began pushing the limits, delaying the braking point until the last millimeter, and the bike remained stable as if physics didn't apply to him. Technicians even remarked that his reading of the Michelin front tire seemed natural, as if he had been using it for years. This came as a big surprise, as many WSBK riders had previously struggled to understand this tire, even after hundreds of laps. Not only was his skill a highlight, but his debut also demonstrated something that wasn't readily apparent in the data: perfect chemistry with his new crew chief. From technical discussions and feedback to enthusiastic expressions, everything flowed smoothly. "He knows what he wants," said one of the technicians. "And that makes our job much easier." Although he hasn't yet reached peak performance, Pramac sees clear signs. Toprak isn't an experimental project. He's a major investment in the future of Ducati and MotoGP. With his unique talent, competitive mentality, and unquenchable hunger since day one of his racing career, Toprak has sent a message to his big rivals like Bagnaia, Marc Marquez, Jorge Martin, and Quartararo. A heated and tense atmosphere erupted in the paddock after a private MotoGP testing session at the Ricardo Tormo circuit in Valencia in 2025. Toprak Razgatlioglu, the rider currently the center of attention in the racing world, finally spoke out after testing Yamaha's V4 engine, a long secret and ambitious project from the Japanese manufacturer. However, the moment became even more dramatic after Yamaha issued a strict internal instruction that Toprack was prohibited from providing technical comments or public evaluations of the new engine's performance until an unspecified time. Even so, the cameras and media attention remained unstoppable. From the moment Toprak emerged from the garage after the test session, his concentrated facial expression, his barely concealed smile, and his confident body movements immediately sparked intense speculation among MotoGP fans and analysts. Many said that Toprack's expression displayed something Yamaha had lacked in recent years: hope and great potential. When he finally spoke to the media in the paddock, Toprack appeared cautious, as if every word had to pass through an internal filter. He chuckled when asked about the sensation of Yamaha's V4 engine, then responded with a short but meaningful sentence: "The bike is different from anything I've ridden before. Many aspects feel new, and I have to adapt. But I can say one thing: this bike has an interesting character. As for the rest, I can't say yet," he said with a smile that added to the already tense atmosphere before a Yamaha team member abruptly ended the brief interview. Several sources in the paddock reported that development on Yamaha's V4 engine was progressing faster and more positively than expected. There were even rumors that in one run, Toprack recorded a time not far from the top group, although the record has not been officially released and likely won't be until Yamaha feels ready. A Yamaha technician, who wished to remain anonymous, said that Toprack's aggressive riding style, known for hard braking and decisive acceleration in corners, seemed perfectly suited to the character of the V4 engine. "He gave me very detailed technical feedback. When he braked, the bike really came to life. It felt like this bike was made for him," the technician said. Yamaha's decision to switch from an inline-4 to a V4 engine was a surprising move, considering their decades-long technical philosophy. However, competitive pressure from Ducati, KTM, and even Aprilia left Yamaha with no choice but to make radical changes. This test marked the first milestone for Yamaha in the new era of modern MotoGP, and no rider was better suited to test its limits than Toprak Razgatlioglu, known for his unique style and extreme ability to control big bikes. On social media, the moment immediately exploded. Thousands of comments emerged with various speculations, ranging from technical conspiracy theories to the belief that Toprak was the key to Yamaha's revival. Many fans even called the 2025 Valencia test the beginning of a major shift in MotoGP dynamics. Some MotoGP analysts also predicted that if Yamaha could successfully complete this development phase, they could potentially return to the front row within the next 2 seasons. But one thing is now clear. Although Yamaha is keeping technical details under wraps and forbidding its riders from commenting further, Toprack's signals are enough to suggest that the project is heading in a very positive direction.
I see her rolling up, Uber black Cadillac, high heel boots and a sexy body full of tats. Baby's bad, oh baby's hella bad. After her there ain't no coming back. Wanna take a run at that. I think she's feeling me, turn it up a few degrees. My imagination of her body gets the best of me. Oh gosh, she's such a tease, bitten lips, bruised knees. I'm addicted to her, need her touching me, cause she got a bad little waist. And we tearing down this place, off the liquor that we chase. Got some egos to the face, baby I don't need no space. Coming closer for a taste, and I'll show you how I make everything just fade away. Cause she's like sex, drugs, cocaine,